What advice would I give to my teenage self? So, number one, failure is okay. A lot of people get hung up on, if the first thing doesn't work, they go into depression and stuff like that. Guys, don't expect the things you do at the beginning to work. You will learn from that and you will be awesome. There's one big mistake that everybody's making, right? So that's point number 2. Passive income this, passive income that, passive income this, right? Guys, there's no such thing as a passive income, because even if you had some business that was running by itself, somebody has to watch that business. And that as you, as a teenager or somebody in their early 20s or younger person, right? Don't worry about the passive income. First, go and make the money. Do you really want a passive income in your teenage years or in your 20s? Yeah, if you're in your 40s, 50s or older, you might have some kind of passive income because you've learned a lot in the last 20, 30 years. But if you get a passive income in your teenage or in your 20s and then you think, I'm not doing anything, honestly, you're going to have a pants life because you're not going to go through pains of learning and improving. Enjoy the journey. There's so many times that I've thought that I was enjoying the journey way more than I'm enjoying having all this money. Don't get me wrong, I don't have to worry about bills, etc., but doing stuff, building stuff, the journey was awesome. I enjoyed it, made friends, got to know people, got to learn things. That's why I'm still doing businesses. That's why I'm always still starting things, investing in things, because I still want to be on that journey of learning, improving, meeting people, helping people, and things like that. Think long term. Don't think that you need to be successful this year, next year, or the year after. Guys, when you're a teenager or somebody in their 20s, you've got 20, 30, 40 years to be successful. Imagine this way, right? People live round about till 80 years plus at the minute in the UK, the Western world, and the rest of the world is catching up. Now imagine if you're a teenager, by the time it's your end of days or meet your maker, or if you don't believe in anybody a higher being, but you're going to die, you're probably going to die somewhere over your 90s on average, because medicine and all this kind of stuff is really improving. So you've got a long journey. You enjoy the journey. Think long term. To enjoy that journey and to think long term, you've got to keep healthy. So I keep on saying this, but start looking after your health now. Brush your teeth twice a day. Only takes 2 minutes a day. Floss, some mouthwash. Honestly, these teeth are going to last you for a lifetime. Look at my ching, right? Then look after your health. Don't be overweight when you're young. Don't be underweight. Just be about right. Carrying a bit of size is good, but anything above that starts to hurt your body and your knees and your everything. What you want to do is look after yourself, go to the gym, do a sport, so that when you reach your 50s, 60s, 70s, you feel like you're 30 years old. And I know plenty of guys, right, that are in their 50s, and if you were around them, you'd think he's 35 years old. And guess what? Now they're in their 40s, 50s, they've got money, they've got status, everything, they're enjoying it like they're 30 years old. And I know you might be teenagers or early 20s or 20s and you think 30 is miles away or 50 is miles away, but it'll come fast and you need to plan towards it. Lay some good foundations in your life. Start writing down now what you want to achieve in the future, and even put a 10 years date on it. In 10 years time I want to do this, in 20 years time I want to do this. And also start writing stuff down about this is what I want to achieve in a year, 2, 3, and it's okay not to achieve this as long as I've tried hard. You know what, there's a study out there that if you tell people, well done, you tried at this, the next time they encounter a problem, they will go and have another shot at that problem. Whereas if you tell somebody, oh, great, that is correct, you're awesome. You know what happens? If they ever fail and they've always been told, oh, you're great, you're awesome, and it never goes wrong for you, if they ever have a failure, it'll break them. They will not be able to cope with that because they've always been told, you're great. So when I meet people and something goes wrong, I genuinely look, did they try? So I'm not lying, and I'll say, you know what, it hasn't worked, but well done for trying here, 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 and here. We could have improved this. Let's go on. Let's get on the next thing. Then that means I haven't just said, oh, you're a failure. They've realized that Shaz is saying, wow, it's great to try. And that's how I encourage people. Once again, enjoy yourself, be happy, look after your health, Have a plan. Don't worry about passive income. Don't worry about what others say, as long as you're enjoying it and you know in the long term you're going to do better. And guys, even if you go for a moonshot and you're like, I want to be a millionaire, 100 millions, 10 millions, whatever, if it doesn't work and you just end up in 20 years time with 200,000 or 300,000 pounds in the bank, your mortgage paid off, and you're making 100,000 or 200,000 a year, guess what? You're doing really well, and you're, compared to the rest of the world, you'll be having a way better, nicer life. Thank you for watching. I'd like you to press like there so this video goes to everybody. And if you haven't already subscribed, come on guys, subscribe and don't die average. See you next time.